Shannon, what's your biggest takeaway from this one?
Baker looked like Baker. Now, Skip wants to blame everything on last year with his injuries. He was injured and yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, Baker Mayfield was terrible again, especially when the game was nip and tuck. Here's Baker's numbers before he got down 2 scores. When the game was a 1-score game, he was 9 of 16, 71 yards, sacked. How many times did he fall? How many times can you fumble the ball? Has he ever played quarterback in his life? Is there a possibility he was not a quarterback in a future life? Because every time I saw him, he dropped the ball on the ground. He got bailed out one time. He fumbled the ball. Christian McCaffrey picked it up and scampered for like 20 yards. And I was like, oh, here we go again. I mean, are you kidding me? The guy fumbled the ball. They could have easily pounced on it. C-Mac picks it up, and he goes for 20 yards. The first 3 quarters, here's Baker's numbers in the first 3 quarters. 11 of 21, 104 yards, and an interception, and sacked several times. Carolina,
Did they play 4 quarters?
Carolina, they lost.
Oh.
Yeah. So in other words, they lost. Carolina had 7 points. The only reason this game was remotely close because the quarterback on the other side is worse than Baker Mayfield, and that's Jacoby Brissett. They have Deshaun Watson. They have any other competent quarterback. They beat Carolina by 24 points, given how poorly Carolina had played through the first 3 quarters. But because Jacoby Brissett was that bad, and he is that bad, the game was a lot closer. And then Cleveland's defense, the 2 big plays that they got were blown coverages. It wasn't like Baker made great throws and guys ran great routes. Cleveland just blew the defense. And to let them get back in the ball game, and you was always celebrating. I know you thought that. I know you was over there. Everybody was talking about, man, Skip got you. He's celebrating at his mansion. I said, yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, I don't have a mansion.
Yeah.
I live in a little 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
But you know what happened, Skip? They tried that old kick out there. I said, I don't know. Look like he got a strong leg. Skip, you know, we keep talking about the age of the kicker, the age of the quarterback. I mean, the age of the wide receiver, the age of the quarterback. These kickers got legs now, Skip, that's unheard of. They're hitting the back of the net from 60. That hit the back of the net from, 58, 59? And I'm talking about right down the middle. It wasn't no duck hook.
No, it was a duck hook. Then you didn't watch.
I did.
You need to watch.
Right down the middle.
Off his foot, it went way right,
Tiger.
and he hit a Rory McIlroy of
Tiger.
a hook.
That's Tiger. That's how Tiger used to have him fooled.
No.
He shoot that thing right down in the fairway, right down in the fairway.
He mostly hit fades, but Rory hits a big old draw, and this was this is the biggest draw I've ever seen.
No, the biggest draw.
It started 20 yards right, and I thought, he shanked it, and it started to hook, and it started to hook, and it hooks all the way inside the upright.
No, the one in Green Bay, the guy in Green Bay, he hit the biggest one you hooked.
No, God. Mason crossbar.
That's the guy that ruined your day.
Well, he just hit a snap hook that suddenly faded. That didn't hook in. He hooked it left, and it faded right.
Skip, you guys, Baker Mayfield is what I thought he would be. For the first 3 quarters when the game was seemingly out of hand. I mean, when the game was like he could have got right back in it because Cleveland, like I said, Cleveland was selling for field goals to give Carolina defense. They kept him out of the end on the red zone, except that one play. But Skip, Baker is what he is. You keep trying to make him Josh Allen, or you keep trying to make him one of these top-tier quarterbacks, and that's not what he is. It's okay for him to be average, which he is.
Shannon Sharpe, it's okay for you to be wrong yet again about another quarterback.
I picked them.
Okay,
they lost.
Okay, but you're going to be so wrong about this guy because what my biggest takeaway was yesterday was that Baker looked exactly like Baker. He looked exactly like the guy who can pull off spectacular comeback after comeback after comeback. As your little man, Christian McCaffrey, said after the game, he's exactly who we thought he was. He is a fighter. As one of the offensive linemen said, he is the ultimate warrior. Shannon Sharpe in the 4th quarter. Does the 4th quarter count? What I always say, is it not money time?
They were down 2 scores.
In money time, Baker Mayfield went 5 of 6 in the 4th quarter for 133 yards. That's even beyond what Brady used to do to the Legion of Boom, 124 in the 4th, or to Saxonville in the AFC Championship game, 124 in the 4th. This is 133 in the 4th quarter to take the lead. It wasn't garbage time. It wasn't empty calories. These were as wholesome a calories as you could ever swallow.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, so what was going on in the first 3 quarters?
Well, again, they got off to a bad start because they kept getting backed up with bad field position after field position. Look what he does in the first half, what he gets stuck with. He gets stuck with 3rd and 13, 4th and 23, 3rd and 10 from the 20. That was the interception play where he had 4 out of the first 5 tipped at the line of scrimmage. So he says, I'm going to go high with this one. He goes wild high for a pick. And then he winds up with a 3rd and 19 at his 16 because they kept getting punted into jail.
What's Skip?
Okay.
He's the quarterback. Get him out of jail.
Okay?
Don't he have a key?
Finally, he started to figure it out. He hits the 50-yarder to the tight end.
Blown coverage.
Okay, he was open, but he hit him right in stride.
He blew the blown coverage.
And he hit him right in stride, dropped it right down the chimney, right to him for a touchdown, and here came Baker.
You could have made that throw from 40 yards shorter.
And guess what? Baker Mayfield put them in position to win the game. And so here's my issue with what happened at the end of the game. So they have a play to C-Mac. He flips to C-Mac. He gets loose, and there's a horse collar. So all of a sudden, you got it 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
And here we go again. I'm going to take issue with you. So he can't hang on to the snap. Baloney, they're hitting him in the freaking shoelaces. I don't know. This is the new center they got from Baltimore.
He only 3 foot tall.
He was horrible.
Because that's bad things going to happen.
No, they're not.
Bad things.
He's on a roll. He's got the hot hand. Let him throw one ball to the end zone just to see if he can get somebody open.
Pick.
Obviously, you tell him, if it ain't there, just throw it away, and he'll throw it. He was throwing away all day yesterday.
But guess what? Because what now?
I told you they have an adult at quarterback in Carolina.
Now, what's going to happen now? He's going to throw an interception, and everybody's going to say, why would Matt Rule risk it by having Baker throw the ball and not just take the field goal?
You want to win the football game or not? And they don't give him a chance. And why Rashard Higgins, who is his security blanket favorite pet receiver in Cleveland, he dressed yesterday. He never got on the football field. I don't know why. Terrace Marshall never got on the football field. I don't know why. Who knows? Maybe they just didn't have enough pass plays yesterday. But that was a Rashard Higgins special. Let him throw it to Rashard because he's got a wavelength with him, and Rashard knows Baker and vice versa. And that's the kind of play. Throw it to a corner route. Throw it to the back line. Do something to take one shot to win the foot, to put it away. And no, they did not, so they take the field goal. But they leave what? About a minute and, minute and 13 seconds left.
But you can't do that.
It was not helmet to helmet.
Yes, it is.
And there's no chop down on the top of the head. You know why he fell down? Because his own offensive lineman fell back into him, knocked him back. That is not roughing the pass. I'm sorry, it's just not.
You can't go helmet.
You can.
No, you can't. Not the quarterback.
Stop it.
Not the quarterback in the pocket.
They said it was more about his left arm. He whiffs him. He doesn't touch it. He's going sideways. He's not even trying to hit him. He's trying to get out of the way. He's trying to whiff him because he doesn't want to rough him.
So I'm just trying to. Well, tell me why did Brissett head snap back like that?
The reason, because his own offensive lineman hit him with his hip and knocked him off.
But your head is not going to snap back like this if somebody hit you with the hip.
He didn't hit him with a headshot. That's the biggest bunch of baloney. One ref ran in and threw the flag, and the head referee, thanks to Shannon Sharpe, he must be a friend of yours, he comes in and says, let's rethink this. It wasn't that bad what he did, because maybe he was trying to fake spot. No, he wasn't. He forgot what he was doing, and he took a whole stride back.
He did.
And once you give it up, once you don't just take the ball and throw it right in the ground, by rule, you have intentionally grounded the football. And by rule, 10 seconds run off. And by rule, it's a penalty. So you're going to march off the penalty. And by rule, as in Matt Rule, you are going to have like a 70-yard field goal at the buzzer. And I don't even think little Cade York out of LSU, a fourth-round pick. And again, I honor Cleveland for taking him in the 4th round because I despise field goal kicking. It's gimmicky. It doesn't belong in the game of football. But I can't get the rule changed. So if I own and operate a team, I'm going to take a kicker in the 1st round. I'm going to take Justin Tucker in the 1st round because he's going to win and lose games for me. And that kid, little Cade York out of LSU, he didn't just hit it. He absolutely crushed it.
He hit the back.
I mean, it was a moonshot.
He hit the back of the net.
So the kid had the presence of mind. I'm going to aim this like 20 yards right, and I'm going to just kick the hell out of it. Because if you go ahead and just release through it, knowing that you're going to hook the ball, well, it's like a golf shot. So you play for your draw. And he played for his draw, and it crushed my heart because for a split second I thought, he missed it right.
I thought that too.
Okay, thank you.
I thought that too because it was definitely way outside the right upright.
And that obviously would have been justice because this was flat out highway robbery in Carolina.
You didn't deserve
Both those plays are highway robbery.
You didn't deserve it.
I did deserve it because Baker Mayfield came back with 133 yards passing and lit the town up. And they were off to the races. I did pick them to win a wild card. I needed them to win this game, and they did everything but win this game until the Zebras got involved. And it was like the Carolina Zoo, the Charlotte Zoo,
there you go.
because the Zebras got loose.
No, they didn't.
They did. They got loose and they ran all over town.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because what you're trying to do is that you're trying to give Baker an out. At the end of the day,
I'm not trying to give him an out. I thought he was great when it mattered. Like,
so when it mattered. So the first 3 quarters doesn't matter? It shouldn't even come down to this. If Baker Mayfield plays like you said he's supposed to play, it don't even come down to this.
Well, and to Baker's credit, he was an adult after the game because his quote was, he repeated it 2 or 3 times, "We didn't finish because we started so slowly." So he took the blame.
You started slowly. You did. Ain't no you. No. Ain't no we. You. You are the quarterback. Because Skip Bayless is giving you all the, he played great in the 4th quarter. You're even better than Brady against the Legion of Boom. Even better than Brady against Saxonville. You didn't mention anything about anybody else on the offensive side in the 4th quarter other than Baker. So I'm not going to let you put any blame on anybody else through the first 3 quarters other than Baker. Baker didn't get it done in the first half because had he got it done in the first half and make Jacoby Brissett have to throw the football and not let Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt run the air out of it, it wouldn't even been in this situation.
For the first 3 quarters, Jacoby Brissett had all day to throw. Baker had about 1.5 seconds per snap to throw the football because his offensive line was getting dominated by a hellacious pass rush.
You told me they upgraded. You told me they upgraded it.
They
you said
did,
it took
but
that
they
kick.
weren't ready for this because this is Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney.
I tried to tell you.
And it took Baker a while to adjust because the Cleveland Browns knew one thing: you got to get your hands up.
Yeah, he only 4 foot tall.
And as he pointed out, he said, it was part my fault because I got to find lanes, I got to find windows better than I was, and also we have to get up into them because it's up to the offensive lineman. You have to establish contact to keep them somewhat on the ground.
Well, first of all, Skip, the linemen are always taught if you can't get there, get your hands up. And plus, that just goes to show you they know him. They know Baker is not the tallest of the quarterback and the motion and the throwing motion. So look, just get your hands up and you'll get a lot of deflections. That's what they got yesterday. So, see, they did know him. You talk about, well, Baker knows. Baker don't know anything. Baker had to worry about his offense.
Baker did everything in his power to win that football game, and the referees did everything in their power to take it back. Well, that's what happened. Well, that's the bottom line to what happened.
I'm not going to let you blame no referees for Baker in aptitude.
Did he not do enough to win the football game? What are you talking about?
He didn't
what
do
did
enough.
You watch? You couldn't stand it. It was tearing your guts out. It was killing you. Baker Mayfield won the game yesterday.
Look, did you show up without my 10 cases? You over there talking. You talking awful big not to have 10 cases right here for me.
Okay, so I owe you, what are we down to, like 58?
No, Skip. We was down to 40 with the NBA season. So
I won the finals. I won like 8 back in the finals.
Okay.
I had Golden State.
How many did I win yesterday? 15?
I don't know. I lost track. It may have been up to 15 cases.
So
55. I'll give you 55
No, Skip. No, I'm down to 30 at least.
Down to 30.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. You should have to pay me 10 more because you wouldn't bet on them stinking Cowboys. That's your team.
I told you, I'm not going to jinx them anymore. I may never bet on them again on this show. Brady, I'll bet on.
You told me
there's one man in sports I don't bet against.
And I tell you,
I did it again.
And I told you there's one man in sports you don't bet with. Baker Mayfield.
Well, it looked like he was on the right side of this. When I used to bet, you're either on the right side or the wrong side. This was the right side, was Baker Mayfield.
No, you was on the wrong side.
Well, no, but what did it show you on the football field? They should have won.
Got him on the river. You know, you got the flop, the turn,
now
and then
okay, now you're doing poker.
Yeah, okay. we got him on the river, Skip.
Texas Hold'em. Yeah. Baker is from Texas.
Yeah.
So Texas got held, right?
Hey, Skip, it's going to be a long season for y'all. You see old Jameis? Old Jameis got that thing going. Michael Thomas is back now.
How lucky were they to survive Marcus Mariota? You impressed by that? I'm not.
Whoa.
I think the Carolina Panthers had a moral victory yesterday off which they will spring.
And ain't no more. Do you realize people get paid to play that game? Ain't no moral victory than pro sports. You get paid a salary.
They got to be feeling real good about their new quarterback right now.
Texas, if you want to say Texas had a moral victory because they came close to almost upsetting the number 1 team. That's a moral victory. These kids ain't really making no money. A few of them got NIL deals.
The Carolina Panthers, according to ESPN's power rankings through the offseason, were ranked 32nd and dead last, and they should have won the game.
Man, I don't care nothing about no rankings. This ain't college where you rank teams. You rank teams in college. All I'm saying is your team lost.
Moral victory.
You 0-3.
Springboard.
Did you get
springboard?
Did you get any of your picks
greatness?
right? Did you get any of your picks right yesterday?
Hey, all I know is I picked the Bucks to win it all,
No.
and I'm feeling real good about that.
No.
That was a domination.
No, you got to wait till they get there. But I'm saying yesterday, I know who you got in the Super Bowl, but did you get any picks right yesterday?
I don't care about little battles. I care about the war. I'm going to win the war.
You lose enough of those battles, you're not going to win no war. Trust me.
Okay, well, I've got the war. I feel real good. You got the Rams, and I got the war.
No.
You got the Rams. You like them?
Justin Herbert looked good
You
yesterday.
like it? Huh?
You wouldn't even bet me on your Raiders.
The Raiders looked real good yesterday.
Khalil
The
Mack.
Raiders are going to win that division.
Remember I told you what Khalil Mack was going to do? I told you about Bosa.
Yeah.
I told you, everybody that I said was going to play well yesterday for the Chargers.
Shannon
There it
Sharpe,
is.
week one wonder. That's what he is, a week one wonder. But I'm happy for you. You should enjoy this. You should celebrate tonight because that's going to be about the end of it.
Did you see the best quarterback from Texas play yesterday with head-to-head in the desert? Kyler and my homeboy.
Yeah.
You see my homeboy?
Yeah.
How he look?
Well, I told you how Kyler was going to look. That team is not going to make the playoffs. I told you I'm not picking them to make. You said, you're not going to pick. Nope, I'm not. They got trouble in Phoenix.
I tell you, another team got trouble. Cowboys got trouble.
We're good.
So much trouble. Trouble in my way.
We will
I
get
got
back to
cry
the Cowboys.
sometimes.
Speaking of
a
trouble.
little bit later, guys. Skip, I'm giving you bonus points for the LSU reference. Thank you
you.
very much. And hey, Baker was pretty classy in his post-game
Got no
interview.
choice.
He said, the game wasn't all that emotional for him, but for bragging rights purposes, he would have loved to
Sure
beat his
would've.
former team. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.